Winter is what actually kills your cities and workers and resources, Soviet Republic. Let me show you how to build correct heating from the start in a simple and efficient manner. Early on, you don't need any heating substations. If your heating plant is close enough, it's going to directly connect to the buildings. You won't need to worry about pipes or any sort of stations that are going to carry that heat from one place to another. As long as everything stays nearby, direct connections are simpler, cheaper, and more reliable than building all these substations everywhere. If buildings start freezing in the area, your answer might not necessarily be substations. So if your heat's not working, you should definitely check the workers, make sure that they are working at the plant, make sure that there is electricity and that there is water running to the plant. Make sure that you have coal at the heating station. You can do that one of two ways. Either you can import it in through dollars or rubles, or you can simply have it brought from the coal mine that you have on the map. Once your city grows, you're going to make sure that you have some sort of storage for your heating plant. The best one for that, in my opinion, is the small aggregate storage. That way you can make sure that you have coal. If your plant runs out of coal, it should notify you that production has stopped, and you're going to be in a little bit of a tough situation where you're going to have to import coal. I like to make sure that there's a little bit of coal being imported, so that way if I ever run low, nothing ever happens to my citizens. While the goal of collectivism in this scenario is to make sure that we're self-sufficient, there's nothing wrong with making sure that our Eastern allies can supply us with the coal we need whenever there's a dip in supply. Remember, storage doesn't create heat, it only delays the inevitable if you end up running out of resources. When your city outpaces the current heating system and infrastructure, you're going to have to implement heating substations. Instead of feeding buildings directly, the heating plant now pushes heat to substations, and those substations will distribute to apartments and services nearby. This makes the system easier to scale, but also introduces new failure points. If a substation is far from the heating plant, you'll need a heating pumping station along the main pipeline. I like to use pipelines that are underground so that they're out of the way. Heat loses pressure over long distances, and these pumping stations reset that pressure so heat actually reaches its destination. Keep heat close, staffed, and powered. Winter only punishes those who have extremely bad planning. In our next video, we're going to talk about electricity, which becomes the silent heat killer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.